I'm alive, and you're all witnesses. And now that I dispatched this piece of fake news, I want to give you an update on Operation Roaring Lion. With one other fake news, and that is that Israel somehow dragged the U.S. into a conflict with Iran. Does anyone really think that someone can tell President Trump what to do? Come on. President Trump always makes his decisions on what he thinks is good for America, and may I add, I think what is also good for future generations. In this case, those interests are absolutely clear, and so is the clarity of our achievements. Together in close coordination with President Trump, the close coordination between America and Israel, our militaries, our intelligence services, we're achieving goals in lightning speed. But I want to say another word. It's been said that for 40 years, I've been saying that Iran is a danger to Israel and a danger to the world. That is true. You know who else said that? President Trump. 47 years ago, when the Iranian thugs took over the American embassy, he said how dangerous this regime is. In his first term in office, he didn't need any convincing. He said the Iranian nuclear deal was the worst deal that he'd ever seen, and he walked out of it. Right before his second term, before he was reelected, I went to see him in Mar-a-Lago. The first thing he said to me was, "Bibi, we've got to make sure that Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons." He said that to me. I didn't say it to him. He didn't need any convincing there either. Now, why did he say that? Because for more than 4 decades, this regime, as I said in the beginning of my remarks, is chanting death to Israel, death to America. But they say Israel is only the small Satan standing in their way. The great Satan is the United States of America. And these ideological fanatics, these lunatics, define their raison d'etre, their reason for being, as wiping out Western civilization and America that leads it.
It is official now that Prime Minister of Israel Netanyahu has spoken to the public, something that most of the people have been asking. Can you, if you're still alive, can you do a live media interview? And he has given them that media interview, live media interview so far. And still, there are some other people who are convinced that this is still AI, that this guy is dead. I know most of the people, some people, not most of the people, some people who are in support of the Islamic regime of Iran really want to see him dead because they feel there's a lot of atrocities he has committed and they don't want to see him alive. But he's still alive and in command of the Army, Air Force, Navy, IDF of Israel, and still doing a lot of harm that is in Iran against the Islamic regime of Iran. And one thing that most of these people need to understand is not all Iranians are against Donald Trump and Prime Minister that is Netanyahu. Most of the Iranians are in support because they want their country to be freed from the grip of the Islamic regime and from the atrocities committed by the Islamic regime. And if you either way, give us a comment in the comment section, tell us where you stand. He further clarifies is that Donald Trump is not his puppet and no one tells Donald Trump what to do. Donald Trump does what he knows is right and what he's convinced is supposed to be done. And that is why he went in to help. And Iran, the Islamic regime of Iran, was not just a threat to Israel alone, but it was a threat to the whole world. And them acquiring the ballistic missiles and the warheads would have caused a total harm to the entire world.